So we have entered yet another month of 2020, and now that it's July, I thought I would go over all of my June favourites with you guys. Not gonna lie, this month they're extremely random, and I don't actually think I've got any beauty products, but I have some great recommendations for you guys of things that I've been loving over the month. So without further ado, let's jump in. So the first thing I have been loving through the month of June is this body spray here. This is the Miss So Love Potion Perfume Mist, and this is in the scent Wild Berries and Jasmine. I like the Calvin Klein Euphoria perfume, that kind of thing, but I do still like my young, fresh, fruity, kind of more like young adult scents. I haven't really grown out of them, and this is the perfect scent for that. It's the kind of thing that I just kind of throw in the changing bag or the handbag. It's the kind of thing that I pick up and spray every time I walk past. I believe this was about £10, I think I picked it up at B&M's, but you can get it from like Superdrug, Boots, Amazon, all that jazz. I'll link it in the description bar below for you guys. But yeah, absolutely love this. This comes in 140ml, so it's quite big for a body spray as well. Really been loving this. Just super simple, makes me smell nice. The next thing is a little bit random, but it's something that I've made the decision to switch over last month, and that was to go from a manual toothbrush to an electric toothbrush. So basically, I came across a video on YouTube that explained how much more effective an electric toothbrush was to a manual toothbrush, and my dad asked for an electric toothbrush for his Christmas last year, and then he asked for new heads for it for his birthday this year. Anyway, everybody seems to be on a fad of electric toothbrushes, so I decided to pick this one up for myself. So this is just the Oral-B Professional Care toothbrush. It came with 2 heads, it came with the charger, fairly self-explanatory. It's electric. I don't really know what to say about a toothbrush. I really like this. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I used it, it felt extremely harsh on my gums. It is a medium brush head that I use, but first couple of times I used it, it felt extremely rough in my mouth. But you kind of get used to that. I think it's just because obviously it's doing a lot more than my manual toothbrush would have done. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving this at the moment. I believe I got it on Amazon for like £30 or £40, and I reckon it'll be cheaper in the long run than replacing a manual toothbrush every like 2 months or whatever. 2-3 months? I don't know. How often do you replace a manual toothbrush? Let's not discuss any further, otherwise I'm just going to end up looking gross. But yeah, I've absolutely been loving using an electric toothbrush, and this is the one that I'm loving. I'm trying to get Spuggy to switch over to one as well, but we'll see. But yeah, loving this. So if we thought the toothbrush was random, then this is going to be even more random, but it's a razor. So this is the Intuition all women's razor. Actually, let me find out. All women's razor. Basically, it is a razor that comes with like shaving bar around the razor, and it means that you don't need shaving foam to shave. It makes it super quick. You use this and it doesn't feel like it's doing anything. It just feels like you're rubbing something up and down your legs or under your arms, but it gives you such a close shave, and your legs and your arms feel so smooth, so soft. It's almost impossible to cut yourself with one of these, I swear down. I have been warned to watch out for when the blade starts to run down, but generally speaking, I haven't cut myself with this yet. It's amazing. The one I got was from Amazon, and I believe it was less than £10, and it came with the head that was already on the razor, and then it came with 3 additional heads, one for dry skin, one with a berry scent, and one for sensitive skin, I believe. So really good. I'm absolutely loving this. At this point, I don't think I would go back to disposables. Just a heads up, do not use this on your bikini zone. It's not safe. It's not safe. Don't do it, it's not worth it. But yeah, so I actually recommended this to my sister, I think, and she went out and bought one. She's not loving hers, but she bought there's like a turquoise green one. I don't know if that one's any different to the pink one, or if they're the same thing and it's just not her thing. But yeah, I picked this one up. I absolutely love it. I'll leave it linked below. I highly recommend picking one up because I've never ever used something to shave with that feels like it's doing nothing, but it actually does everything. So as we know, the rules for lockdown have relaxed a little bit this month, or towards the end of June anyway, which meant that we could go places, which, not gonna lie, quite nice. Highlight of my year so far here, and this has been something I've been loving. So basically, because I use a changing bag now, I very rarely use a handbag. So when I had a handbag, I would be able to throw my perfume in there, my purse, my phone, a bunch of extra crap that I really didn't need. But the purse I would always throw into my bag would always be really chunky and big, and it was just, I mean, realistically, it was probably the most inconvenient thing I could have taken. This is just a tiny little matte leather card holder with little gold studs on it, and it just holds a couple of your cards, and then it has some space in the top for cash. I just find this really handy. I can throw it in my back pocket, I can throw it in the changing bag, I can throw it in Nicholas's little backpack, I can put it in my boots if I'm going out not wearing a jacket. It's just so convenient, so much more convenient than carrying around a purse, and I've really been loving this. The only thing I will say is I lose it in the house a lot more, so like I'll put it down somewhere and forget where I've put it. But for going out and about, much more handy and much more convenient than a big purse, so I don't see myself going back to a proper purse. The next favourite this month is something that I am wearing at the moment, and it is my Fitbit. So I have the Fitbit HR Inspire. I got this last year, I want to say. I think I got it around maybe May, June last year when I was on a major gym hype. And I was going to the gym maybe 3 or 4 times a week, and I was training quite heavy and doing swimming and warm-ups and cool-downs, and I was getting really into it. And obviously, since gyms and stuff have shut down and since I've fallen pregnant, I obviously haven't been doing as much exercise, but it's still really important for me to get moving, and having something like a Fitbit is definitely the thing that inspires me to make sure I get enough sleep, because it tracks it and tells me, and I find it fascinating to get up in the morning and see how much sleep I've had, how much of it was deep sleep, REM sleep, light sleep, how long I was awake and restless for, all of that kind of stuff. It's a great place for me to track my water intake with me being pregnant. Although I know it's always important to drink lots of water, it's even more important now for me to make sure that I'm like drinking plenty of water and fluids and eating a good diet. It's the perfect place to track all of that on the Fitbit app, and of course it gives me my daily goals, and it has, I actually recently upgraded to the premium, so it now has like at-home workouts that I can do and all of that kind of stuff. If you, I mean, you guys probably know what a Fitbit is, but I absolutely love it, and I don't think I could ever go back to being motivated to do exercise without a Fitbit, which sounds really stupid, but I absolutely love it. I love the fact that I can interchange the straps. I love the fact that I can change the clock face that I get. I have a little, I think it's a raccoon at the moment. I just love it. It really helps to motivate me to get my exercise levels up, because you gal is the type of gal that needs all the motivation she can get, and she'll take it from anywhere. So my next favourite is not only a favourite, but it's also a way that you can save money. It's a budget tip. My next favourite is this candle here. So this is from a brand called Chloe White, and it's their black pomegranate candle. Now, if you think it looks familiar, that's because it does. And I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to tell you why I love it. So, it looks familiar because it looks exactly like the Jo Malone candles that cost more than a mortgage on a property in London. But they're super expensive, but they smell incredible. So basically, that candle can be picked up from Home Bargains. It's a tenner for the big ones, it's £2 for the smaller ones. They look exactly like Jo Malone candles, and they smell just like the black pomegranate Jo Malone candle, and that makes me very excited. So if you saw my last video, which went up on Tuesday, you'll have seen that we recently did up our bathroom, and I actually had it in my mind from day one from doing that bathroom that this was the candle I wanted in the bathroom. And I got my wish, it's in the bathroom. I'll link that video in the cards for you above. But I had it in my mind that that's what I wanted. I originally had a Jo Malone candle when we moved into our first flat. Super expensive, but it smelled incredible. And to find something that smells exactly the same, but for like, I don't even know, like a 20th of the price. I mean, I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. The scent is black pomegranate, so it smells kind of as you'd expect, but it's beautiful. It's a really grown-up, like adult smell. I absolutely love it. So if you can get your hands on those, go for it. I'm gutted I've only got one of them for the bathroom, because I did want two, but with the size of it, I feel like I'll cope. So although earlier I was talking about how some of the lockdown restrictions have been like relaxed a wee bit in the later stages of June, there was still a lot of time spent at home, which means a lot of TV time. So we don't have Sky or anything like that because we paid for it for years and we never watched it. We always used Amazon Prime, Netflix, Disney Plus, Catch Up, all that kind of stuff. Like, we never used Sky or BT or anything like that for like sports and stuff like that, so it was just pointless. So I use Amazon Prime a lot. I absolutely love watching stuff on Prime, and oh yes, Prime added Desperate Housewives. All 8 seasons of Desperate Housewives for me to enjoy, and I am now on the last season of Desperate Housewives, and I'm gutted, but I will be starting it from the very beginning all over again. I even managed to get Spuggy interested in Desperate Housewives, not that he'll admit that out loud. But yeah, I've been absolutely loving Desperate Housewives. I'm just waiting for Sex and the City. I know that the films are on Prime, but the actual like series isn't, which is a bit annoying, but I'll wait. I waited for Desperate Housewives and I'll wait for Sex and the City. But yeah, so Desperate Housewives came on Prime and that has kept me well entertained for the month of June, and probably will for the month of July as well, but highly recommend watching that if you've never watched it before, and if, like me, you have watched it before and it's a firm favourite, then definitely go and check it out on Prime. And the last favourite for this month is not something that I have physically present, but it is the peach iced tea from Costa. So every time we go to B&Q to get like stuff for the like home renovation stuff for the bathroom or for the bedroom or the living room or whatever room we're deciding to do, we always go and pass the Costa drive-through, and I'm usually a huge coffee lover and I usually go for a vanilla latte with whipped cream, whether that be from Starbucks or Costa. Usually favour Starbucks, but it's okay. However, the peach iced tea from Costa is absolutely amazing. It is, I don't know how to describe it. I like Lipton's iced tea, but Lipton's iced tea tastes lovely. But once you taste the one from Costa, the Lipton's one tastes like fake peach, whereas the Costa's one actually tastes like real peach with ice, and it's incredible and I love it. And I always get a medium, and I really should get a large and just learn. But yeah, I've been absolutely loving those. It's a really refreshing drink, especially with the heat that we've been having lately. Really refreshing, actually not that expensive for saying it's from like a barista place, because usually coffees and shit like that are expensive, like we know this. But yeah, really been loving those. I'll insert a photo for you because I tend to take a photo of one every time I drink them, and I'm not quite sure why I do it. It's a bit weird, but I mean, we'll let it go. That just sounds like me through and through. So those are all of the things I was loving through the month of June, and hopefully I continue to love each and every one of them through the month of July. If you guys enjoyed this video, then don't forget to subscribe down below. It's free of charge and it helps me out a huge amount. I have loads of baby content, home renovation content, product content coming your way, so be sure that you're around for that. Also, click the little bell button so that you are notified every time I upload a new video, and until next time guys, bye!